Modern day pixel art is emulating a style that never existed. TikTok destroyed my sound. You wanted the nuance, so here it is. Modern day pixel art uses high contrast to emphasize pixels. Pixel art back when it was needed used low contrast to de-emphasize pixels. Here we go, pixel art, just like we remember, right? Big, blocky, high contrast colors. But wait, what's this? This is the same sprite shown through a CRT monitor. And you'll notice that everything is lower contrast and everything looks rounded. This is the actual visual data, but this is what it was supposed to look like. This Peach sprite from Super Mario RPG was supposed to look kind of like a toy, a rounded action figure. You got Chrono's portrait, infamous Toriyama art from Chrono Trigger. Big, blocky. Seen through a CRT, his eyes look round, his mouth looks round, his face looks round. It looks like a drawn anime picture. Richter Belmont, same deal. When shown through a CRT, everything melds together a lot more, and his arm, which was literally just a couple of pixels, looks like a drawn-on arm. He looks like a drawn character. Back in the day, the technology that we used to show our video games, the CRTs, cathode ray tube televisions, basically scanned a beam of electrons line by line to get the picture to show. And these lines were fuzzy and not entirely accurate, and sprite artists knew that. And they used that knowledge to turn blocky-looking sprite art into what looked like smooth hand-drawn art. However, in modern day, when we replayed these games on computers with emulators, this turned into this. And we created a false nostalgia for ourselves. We became nostalgic for this when this was never what it looked like. And because of that false nostalgia, modern day sprite art tends to emphasize pixels instead of de-emphasize them. Here you can see Shovel Knight. You have big black outlines, big blocky frame. Plague Knight is the same deal. Big black outlines, big blocky frame, very high contrast colors that would not blend together. River City Girls did the same thing. No big outlines, but very high contrast colors that would not blend together on an old CRT. Azure Striker Gunvolt, big outline around the model, big outline around the hair. Entire appearance is very polygonal with the spiky hair and the way that his limbs are drawn. It emphasizes the blockiness of pixels. So modern day pixel art is emulating a style that never existed in the first place. It's mimicking a mistake, basically. It's mimicking what happens when modern day technology tries to show old gaming software. And I want to make this clear. There's nothing wrong with that. Pixel art takes a lot of skill to make, and it's really cool to look at. But the styles and techniques we are using now are for a completely different purpose for what we used them back then. The point was never to show the pixels, it was to hide them and make it look higher definition than it actually was.